Breaking news, all hell has broken loose in New York City. Aliens, monsters, superheroes, UFOs. Welcome to Canipa News Network. Here's reporter Luke Flannel in the field.
Hello, I'm your reporter today, live in the field. It's all calm here. Not a UFO to be seen. There's a plane. It's not a UFO. Some flowers. It's not a UFO. Trees? Don't think the trees are UFOs either. I haven't fucking sent here, man. Seriously. I could be reporting real news, you know. There's been an earthquake in Nepal. And here I am in a field. A field.
Kekkai Sensen, or Blockade Battlefront, is a supernatural action series based on a manga by Yasuhiro Naito. This new anime, however, is being produced by Studio Bones, known for their work on Space Dandy, Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood, and the currently airing Show by Rock. But without further ado, I present the Vital 3 review of Blockade Battlefront. Blockade Brattle. Fuck it. I present the Vital 3 review of Kekkai Sensen. New York, New York, it's a hell of a town. Those words have never spoken so true until Kekkai Sensen, an action supernatural series following a group of superhumans trying to keep the horrors of New York contained. No, I'm not talking about the mascots charging for pictures or even the Starbucks pandemic. I'm talking about the breach between the netherworlds, inviting aliens and monsters throughout various dimensions into the streets of the city. But as our brave heroes known as Libra realise, New York's awful subway system isn't enough to keep dangerous villains at bay, and they must work to stop those that threaten to wreak havoc. It's madness. That's the world that Kekkai Sensen lives in, and it is incredibly compelling. Adopting an episodic formula, the possibilities are endless, and it all works within the context of this dimensional breach. Yet it never takes the easy route, and it always works to provide something with depth. Stories that you can really get involved in due to creative action sequences, world building and real character. Already we've been treated to episodes featuring hostage situations, 99-hour chess games and breathtaking battles. It's limitless. However, it's important to ask the question of whether that's at all a good thing. A limitless video game would be absolutely fantastic, but regarding a non-interactive 12-episode television series, you can see where it might lose its direction and lose sight of the plot it built up in the first episode. However, director Rie Matsumoto puts minds to rest as each episode builds up our characters and various conflicts within their lives. It's not so much about what our villain is doing, but how our disjointed team of superhumans will come together to stop him. It lives in the world of spectacle, and with the building supports of a compelling plot, it is free to build whatever crazy structures it can conjure up in this strange sci-fi rendition of New York City. In short, it's fucking nuts and I love it. Whilst the show's protagonist is undoubtedly Leonardo, a photographer with cool eye powers, the show explores various other pasts and personalities of our cast of characters. None of them are reduced to a simple stereotype or cliche, and each action is supported by a personality quirk or backstory. They are all flawed in various ways, and it makes them more interesting to watch as they direct their eccentricities towards the goal of doing the right thing. And it's not so much of a set cast as it is a growing cast. We start with Leonardo, then we meet the core group of Libra, then as we explore the city and get involved in new plotlines and character arcs, more and more characters are brought in to expand this world. Libra is larger than we are led to believe, and by introducing more members later on, it adds an unpredictable element into each new episode. I'm excited to meet all the characters shown in the ending sequence, and Kekkai Sensen values them by limiting who plays a major role in each story. They may be a superhuman team, but it doesn't mean they do everything together, and honestly, It'd get pretty dull if they did. But even with our collection of dishes, we still need the main course, and Leonardo works as the perfect lens into this crazy new world and shows that even in a city as awful as New York, there is still opportunity in madness, and his desire to help his sister, who has been crippled since birth, leads her into even more misfortune due to his own shortcomings. And he is motivated to make right on this, to not let sacrifice go to waste, and become a better person. It's a character-driven show where the people influence the world, and it does this very effectively. Kekkai Sensen looks fucking great. Is that it? Oh, it looks like that's all the lines for this segment. That's weird. Give me a second, sorry about this. Hi! Yeah, it's me. What's with this script? I asked for 300 words.
We do apologize, but we've got 500 of your ghostwriters watching this show, and this is all that they could come up with.
Really? So nothing about some of the eccentric and detailed animation?
No.
They didn't even mention the interesting visual design that kept the world fresh, yet recognizable.
Nothing about that, I'm afraid.
Did they not even mention the unique and catchy soundtrack, particularly the unskippable ending sequence?
They just said it was fucking great, sir.
I suppose we're going with that then. So that is Kekkai Sensen, one of my favourite series for the season thus far. Each and every encounter is both unpredictable and compelling, with great action sequences and tons of character. By mixing both serious and comedic tones, the world itself holds a personality of its own and carries us through various narratives and character arcs. And wrap this all up with some great animation and style, with a great soundtrack, including the ending sequence you're hearing now, and I don't think it's at all a surprise that I'm bringing down the continued stamp. I'm excited to see how this series plays out, and hopefully you are as well. Thanks for watching the Canipa Effect. Unfortunately, this will be the only Vital 3 review for the season, but I will be releasing my top 5 series of the season thus far in form of my Vital 3 awards show soon.